Hello. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Trackside Broadcasting. Welcome back to everybody who's been with us up to this point so far, and welcome to anybody new joining us tonight. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us as we edge ever so much closer to the end of the season. More GT3 racing action on the cards for you all again tonight, which is being brought to you by the Tanzo Racing Group and sponsored by Fresh Rubber and Clark St. James Motorsport. We have two races left of season 10, and we are on race 7 of 8 tonight. We are back over to the United States of America on the East Coast for the Virginia International Raceway. Bringing you all of the racing action tonight will, of course, be myself, Gaz, and bringing you all of the knowledge and none of the rubbish will be my good friend Jimmy. 15 minutes of qualifying is getting underway at the moment. Going to be followed by our 60-minute feature race. But before we head to trackside, Jimmy, and welcome to the United States. How are you this evening, sir?
Better after hearing that introduction. I do. I'm doing very well this evening. How are you doing?
Mate, I'm doing absolutely fine. Typical Monday as always. I absolutely hated it at my 9 to 5, but this is what I get up for on a Monday more than anything else. I love this GT3 racing that we bring you guys every single week. So I'm really good now, mate, that I've finished my normal day job.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was going to say, yeah, when we were in for a good one today. VIR is a crazy track. Like, I mean, you can see it on the screen at the moment. So many corners, so much elevation. But we'll talk about that all a little bit later. So just to start off, we are on round 7 of 8. So we're nearing the end of the season, and there is a prize pool. So for the prize pool, we have £500 for the person who is got the most points overall this season. This could go to a pro or an am. And then in second place, we have £100 for the person with the second most points overall. Again, it could go to a pro or an am. So yeah, a lot to play for. And
I'll tell you what, Jimmy, we'll have a look at the standings in a minute on that one, but I just want to say thank you to Vector Motorsport for that one. Guys, get them on their socials, at Vector Motorsport on YouTube, TikTok and Facebook, and at Vector Sport 297 on Instagram. A lot of money up for grabs, like you've just said, mate. We'll have a look at those league standings in a moment, but it's going to be a great race tonight, isn't it? You've already touched on it slightly. It's a bit of a roller coastery kind of track. There's lots of ups, there's lots of downs, and in my opinion, Jimmy, it's not your typical American track. It's not round, and you're not turning left in circles.
no, it's actually one of, if not the first, non-oval tracks to come to America, which is quite nice.
Yeah, it's a real classic, isn't it? It's a real classic track, this one. And we'll get into that a little bit later. We'll tell you a little bit about the history. But it's a track that I am absolutely looking forward to tonight, Jimmy. Before we go down to trackside, though, and have a look at how these guys are getting on with their qualifying, shall we have a quick look at that leaderboard at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, what, the points, or do you want to go through who is currently ahead on qualifying?
I'll tell you what, shall we have a quick look at the points first? Just remind everybody where we're all at going into race 7, and then we'll have a look at the qualifying. We'll let a few of these guys set out some more times before we get down there.
Yep, so leading the overall standings for the most points overall this season, we have Harry 7. So he is an AM and has done such an incredible job this season. Like, just Mr. Consistent out there. It's been incredible.
Done very well last week as well, if I remember correctly. He did actually finish P1 in his class at the moment.
And then we have Adam Wilson-Weir in P2 overall. So Harry 7 is on 211 points. Adam Wilson-Weir is on 170, closely followed by Peter Duke on 165. So it is all to play for at the top there.
It really, really is, isn't it? Now, you look at that leaderboard and you can see Harry 7, he's pretty much running away with it at the moment. And it would take a lot, in my opinion, it'd take a lot for him to drop off on that top spot. But like you said, Jim, there's so much to play for. If you look down the points there, I'd probably say anyone from, well, first to probably about 12th is in with a little bit of a shout here, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's barely anything in between them. Like, it takes one DNF or one good win, and you are like chopping and changing through who's at the points. So just to quickly go through them all, I mean, they are on your screen at the moment, but in case you can't see, we have Matthew Massey in 3rd, Hayden Young in 5th. Nope, I've said that wrong, haven't I? Matthew Massey in 4th, Hayden Young in 5th, Ryan Clark in 6th, followed by Sam Berry, Daniel Paul, Craig Corish, Sebastian Diefenbach, Jared Love, Christopher Haynes, Gareth Newton, Jan Whitaker, Tefera Winter, Jordan Butler, Wayne Douglas, Raymond Van Zutphen, Joshua Smith, James Moore, Harry Hartley Price, Quinton Clumpert, Sean Clark, Eddie Ragonis, Mark Wesley, Elmer Van Beek, Tim Cullimore, Alexander Claudio, James Vardigans, Glenn Avlard, Joel Loudon, and then Tim Reed in 32nd.
A lot of drivers fighting for those very, very valuable points. And it's going to be a hard one today, Jimmy. We're at a very technical track at the VIR, aren't we, mate? 3.3 miles a lap, about 17 corners in there. So much elevation. It really is an absolute roller coaster of a race for these guys tonight. I'm hoping to see, like I say every single week, I'm hoping to see so much action out on track. I just love it when these guys get side by side and start scrapping all over the place. As long as they keep it clean and everybody finishes, that's what I think we're all here to see, aren't we?
Yeah, and VIR does racing very well. It's got 3 huge straights, so you can definitely get some good slipstream, get some good battles going into those corners that follow. It's got really windy technical section in the middle that's just so much fun to drive around. Oh, it's just great. But
No,
it does have that effect that we had with Alton Park earlier on in the season, where there's no runoff. It is grass and then wall. So you have to you have to be careful with driving around here.
we saw it a couple of times at Alton Park, didn't we? What happens when you get dragged into that grassy area, and 9 times out of 10, it resulted in somebody smashing head first into the wall. Maybe a little bit lucky in the back end taps, and they could just pull back off and go away with not too much damage. But we want to see as many drivers as we can finish out on track tonight, don't we?
Yeah, more people on track, the better the racing we get. So should be very good. It's one of those tracks that it rewards bravery, if nothing else. And we'll do an onboard track run through later on in the race, and you'll get to see when we do that just how scary some of these turns are, how blind some of it is, how fast some of it is, and yeah, it's going to be a good one for the drivers around here.
No, definitely. Well, Jimmy, I'll tell you what. Looking at one of them straights earlier, I think we clocked about 250 kilometers an hour. It's about 155 mile an hour. And you throw yourself up to the Oak Tree corner as well when you come in near that back straight. It's so technical. It's the bravery will be rewarded exactly as you just said, mate. But we just come to about 9 minutes into qualifying, Jimmy. How are these cars looking out on track times wise? What we thinking, mate?
Yeah, so we've got some really good times here. I think we'll see the top guys obviously drop down a little bit more. They're in currently the high 144s at the moment, so I expect to see we're around the low 144s, maybe a 43. I don't know, that might be brave. It depends on track conditions and all that lot, but yeah, definitely should see some lower 44s going on.
Well,
So we've got Adam. Sorry, take away.
no, all I was going to say, Jimmy, there is like you said, it was a technical track, and there's 3 huge straights. Like, surely in them straights, you're going to be getting into that draft, and that's going to save you some time.
It's going to save you some time, but these guys are qualifying on their own, so there's no draft, no other people to worry about. It's just you get your own lap times in. Don't have to worry about anyone else. Just pedal to the metal, as I say.
No, absolutely, absolutely. So looking at the top of the leaderboard, Jimmy, Adam Wilson, we're currently sitting top of the leaderboard at the moment, a 1:44.8. Quite quick. Are you expecting that time to drop though, like you just says? Really, what are you thinking, mate?
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to see some lower 144s. I mean, who have we got? Who hasn't set a time yet? I'm not seeing Tefera Winter in there setting a time. He's been pretty rapid on qualifying so far. Adam Wilson Weir, yeah, he's very quick. Peter Duke, very quick as well. I mean, they're all very quick. Who's seeing?
Not much
Harry
time
Seven.
between them there at the top.
No, there's not much time at all. So yeah, there's 18 of them on track at the moment. So yeah, see how it goes.
Oh, absolutely, mate. We'll have to definitely be keeping track over the next 5 minutes or so while these guys finish up their qualifying. See if anybody can pip Adam Wilson. Where Peter Duke not too far behind him in the times at the moment, so maybe. But these guys that we see at the top of the leaderboard, and all around, to be fair, they're all really strong, really fast drivers. I'm expecting a lot today.
Yeah, I think what I'm really looking forward to. Oh, there you go, Jared Love going from last in the pros up into second. 9/1000ths of a second off of Adam there, so he's going to be pushing hard with his next lap to try and outdo Adam there.
Oh, definitely, mate, definitely. So sitting at the minute, currently not because we all know the curse of the commentator is gonna sting me right as I start to talk about this. But current podium positions at the minute is Adam Wilson, we're followed by Jared Love and Peter Duke. That's your pros. Daniel Paul sitting in P1 with Ryan Clark and Harry Seven behind him for the AMs at the moment. Now we'll sit there. You go right as I said it. Harry Seven goes P1 in the AMs. I tell you, I need to stop doing this, Jimmy. Every single week, these guys absolutely do one better than each other. Whilst I'm trying to tell the viewers where we're at.
I did notice you saying it quicker than normal just to try and beat them before.
Trying to
But I mean,
speed through it. I
if you,
tried to beat them.
yeah, but look at the times between like the top 6 pros at the moment. 9 1,000ths of a second, 3 100ths of a second, followed by 11 1,000ths of a second, 44 1,000ths of a second. There's absolutely nothing between those drivers. There's literally like a blink between them. Like this is going to be a crazy race. And then yeah, Harry Seven, Daniel Paul, again nothing between those two drivers. So it should be a very interesting race indeed. I'm really looking forward to turn one. Turn one, lap one. Get those cold tires. Really technical track. Everyone's gonna be pushing as hard as they can. I think we're gonna see some. I think we're gonna see some fun.
Now we see it every week with lap one, turn one. It's like they all forget they've got freezing cold tires and they've got nearly 20 other cars surrounding them. They're going to have to be so careful, Jimmy. And you've called it right there. If anything major happens on that turn one, I think if someone at the front manages to squeeze through with no issues, I think they might get themselves a nice bit of a lead there, mate.
Yeah, I mean Adam Wilson, where they're going fastest with a 1:44.7, just building a bit of a bit more of a lead to Jared Love there, but they've still got a little bit of time. They've got one more lap that they could probably push and get through, but because they're so technical, there's so many opportunities where you just go a little bit off track, lose a little bit of grip here and there, and it's just you lose your time or you get your time taken away because you went off a little bit. So yeah, you've got to push, but you got to be sensible. Get a good lap in, and then you got to really send it on the next one.
You now we saw it last week. We saw a lot closer race, and these drivers were a lot closer together than we have seen in the 3 previous weeks leading up to that. Jimmy, VIR is a big track. Like I said earlier, it's nearly 3.3 miles per lap, 17 corners. Are we going to be looking at a lot of close quarter racing, or do you think they're going to be spreading out again?
Um, I think definitely towards the end of the race you'll see it start to spread out a little bit because it's going to reward because there's a lot of heavy braking zones and a lot of like hard turns and a lot of windy sections of track. You do get a bit more tire wear than you normally would on a normal track. So I think towards the end of the race you'll see those who can manage the car better, keep it in a good window, keep the tires nice and cool, don't overdo the grip too much. I think you'll see those guys start to pull away from the others. But I don't know. It's going to be a tough one because there's 3 really long straights on this track where you can just get so much draft. It will pull you all together. So as long as you don't get caught up in an accident, I think you'll be all right. Harry Hartley Price there, just going up into second at the last second with a 1:44.8. Looks like Adam might still have the lead here with 20 seconds to go. All the drivers starting to come in now. So once everyone is coming and into the pits, we will be doing a quick 5-minute warm up for the drivers just so they can do whatever they want, and then we'll be going into the race. So during that warm up, we will go through the leaderboard as it stands.
Tell you what, Jimmy, just before we do that though, you just touched on it a second ago. It's such a technical track. It's the elevation on it, uphills, downhills, all them little bumps in the road. Like me and you had a little drive around this on Saturday. I didn't do too well, as you're aware. I'm not going to let the viewers know how badly. I mean, how well I did there. But but it's going to make for a really interesting race. But you've got to be so careful on this track. But I do want to see some real close action, a lot of fighting out on track for these positions because they need to get these points, especially those guys at the top who are fighting for that cash prize that was given to us by Vector Motorsport again.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
there's about 2 parts of the track where it gets quite tight and it'll be hard to race, but the rest of it is wide enough, easy to go to. In some sections, 3 wide. So yeah, so going over the qualifying results, starting from first to last. In first of the pros, and overall, we have Adam Wilson-Weir, followed by Harry Hartley-Price, Jared Love, Peter Duke, Sam Berry, Wayne Douglas, Craig Corish, and Quinton Clumpert, leading the AMs. And in ninth place, we have Harry Seven, followed by Daniel Paul, Ryan Clark, Jordan Butler, Matthew Massey, Jan Whittaker, James Moore, Christopher Haynes, Raymond Van Zutphen, James Vardigans in 18th. And then Tefera Winter not setting a time there, so don't know if he's going to be starting the race here. Hopefully he does, because he's definitely got the pace and he makes for he's a very quick racer. So we shall see about that one.
But no, definitely. I was talking to you before the race about this one. Tefera, and I said it last week during last week's broadcast and the week before that as well when he first joined us. Tefera has really impressed me since joining late this season. He's been a very strong driver, very good driver out there. And he's one that I'm going to be definitely looking at on track today because, again, this is a very different track to what we've seen him racing in previously the last couple of weeks. So I'm quite interested to find out, is it just another luck of the draw for him? It's a good track that he knows. Or is he an overall really good driver? We will find out, Jimmy, of course.
Yeah, they got 3 minutes left of their warm-up, so yeah, we'll see if he does come out on track.
No, absolutely, Jimmy. And guys, everyone in the chat, give us a shout out. Tell us who you're backing for this race as well, viewers. Let us know who you want to see take that checkered flag right at the end of the race, or just let us know who you're backing. Really, anyone's teammates out there or anything like that. Give us a shout, guys. Let us know what's going on. Let us know what you think. And again, guys, thank you again for joining us again this week. But Jimmy, I'm going to touch on it while we've got a couple of minutes. It's a great track. It's been open since about early 1950s. Mid 1950s, so I think it was about 1956, 57 that it opened, and it's pretty much held the same track layout the whole time, really. I think it's only had a couple of tweaks here and there.
Yeah, I mean, the first race of it, let's check in my notes here. Yeah, 1957, and it was actually won by Carroll Shelby. So if you know your motor cars, I mean, famously, there was the Shelby Cobra, the Shelby Mustang, those
Fantastic
kind of fellas.
cars.
Yeah, I think were they built originally with him, or were they in memory of him? But
I tell you, I'm not too sure on that one, Jimmy. Viewers, if you know if those cars were built for him or with him involved in it, let us know, because I'd love to know that one, because they are pure American muscle cars and I absolutely love them.
yeah, the Shelby Cobra it's just a beautiful machine.
Absolutely, mate, absolutely. And it's a car that one day I do hope to own. Probably not going to, though. So at least a little, I might have to hire one at some point and pretend I'm out there myself as I'm flying down the M6 near to where I live. No, it's a great classic track, Jimmy, and we've got just over a minute before we get going.
I know, I'm really looking forward to this one because, yeah, like we talked about, it's technical, it's fast, and we saw those times. There's nothing between the drivers, because I mean, the slipstream, if you're within a second, you just get pulled along with the other driver, and they've got 3 huge straights on this track. So, as long as you can keep up in the windy technical section, then yeah, we should get some nice close racing this evening.
Should do. Weather, I don't think weather's going to affect us out here today as well. Forecasted bright, sunny sunshine the whole way through, so we should have no weather issues tonight with these drivers out on track. There you go. You can have a look at it on the side there. You'll see the track conditions, and it's looking beautiful for racing. And Jimmy, I will say, having lived in Virginia for 5 years nearly, I absolutely love the state. I've not watched a race here, but I have been to the track. I'll show you a couple of pictures another day. But it's a brilliant one, mate, and it is absolutely enormous.
Yeah, I mean, America doesn't do. I don't think it does small, does it? So.
Not really, not really. I think it gains a tag of America's first motorsport resort. It's got absolutely everything on there, mate. You can go out camping there. They've got like little log cabins there. You can go out for food. They've got all the car in there. Like every other American, they want a shooting range. It's got one there as well, mate. You can do absolutely anything you want at VIR. It is a brilliant place to go to.
Yeah, you'll have to tell us more about that as the race gets on. So the warm-up has just finished, so all the drivers will now be lining up on the grid, ready to start the race. So the drivers will be starting behind the safety car, and the safety car will go in at the end of the shortened warm-up lap, it looks like. Then we'll go into, then it's as soon as Adam Olsen-Weir, P1 at the moment, crosses that start-finish line, that is when they will go.
We've got
So
20
keep an eye on him
there.
there. Yeah, he's in the black car on the right, sorry. Yep, 20
there
cars.
You go. So it sort of looks like we're going to have 20 cars lined up. I think we're just waiting for the last couple now. And then, yeah, Jimmy, we'll be getting going, mate. 60 minutes. Something we always remind these drivers, you don't need to do everything right at the start.
No, but I mean, I think there's going to be a little bit of nerves at the start because we have got Tefera Winter starting in last place. He is on the grid, so he's going to be wanting to work his way up through the field straight away. And we know he's not slow, so he's going to be wanting to get his way through. So
Well,
that should be interesting watching.
someone in the chat, Jimmy, KSSLP, Taff will have to do a last to first challenge. I think that's about his only option there. He's got to challenge himself to get as high up as he can. But we'll keep an eye on him. But Jimmy, they're getting underway. You take us away, my mate.
Yep, so they are doing a little bit of wiggling on track. Just gets a bit of heat into those tyres before they start, because any extra grip you can get is pretty handy, I'd say so. So they'll be, yeah, just warming up the tyres a little bit, getting ready, and then you'll see them all bunch up in a second as they go through the final corner. So you see them lining up there. I mean, there's not a lot of wiggling going on, so hopefully they can keep it fairly sensible going into that first turn, because it is quite a hard braking zone. It is quite wide, and yeah, should be exciting. So they are nearing the start finish line now. Everyone has bunched up.
I think Quinton had a little bit of a wobble there on his wiggling to start off with. He's getting his position back up on track though. They're all letting him back through. There he is, just joining on the left hand side, the black car that you can see on the fourth row.
Yeah, nicely done that. And they are off. So they've crossed the line. Adam is on his way, quickly followed by Harry and Jared Love. So you can see them fighting. They're going so wide into that first turn. Oh, big shunt there. And that is
that
Harry
Harry?
Right. Yeah, down at the back. That's not going to be good.
Oh,
Oh,
Jared Love as well. He took
Jared
a turn.
Love.
No, I think that's Jared Love that's
He
just
went
took a
back on
turn
track
there
and
as
took a
well.
couple more out. But oh my god, it's all going on. Yeah, we'll have to go back and take a look at that. There's a bit of a disaster going back there. I mean, Adam will be, I think it's fair to say he'll be loving life right now. He's got a nice 1 second gap in the lead, and
I said it before the race started, Jim. Like if they have the same incident at the start of this race, whoever's leading the way is going to pull themselves a nice little gap. But Peter Duke has already chased him down, mate, half a second behind him at the moment.
yeah, we've got Jared Love and James Moore. You can see that little flag next to their name on the timing board. That's called the meatball flag, and essentially, it means they've got so much damage that they have to come in and pit to repair it. But these drivers, they do get what's called a fast repair. So their car will be instantly repaired as they come through the pits. So they won't have to wait for any optional times on that. But it does not affect fuel, and it does not affect tyres. So yeah, they'll come in, car be fixed, and out they go.
Right, Jimmy, shall we have a little look back at the start of this race and see what happened here with a couple of these drivers?
Yeah, let's go back and take a look there. So we're on board, and a little bit of a spin, catches it. Oh, I drift back onto track. Is that Jan that he took there?
I think he took Jan. I think who else was that he's took? He's took out quite a few of them there, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's not a good start there. Hopefully he was holding his brakes that whole time, because he did tend to drift back a little bit.
It looked like he rolled backwards a little bit, which did put him into a couple of the other drivers there. But Jimmy, what's he done? Cold tires and got too hard on the accelerator by the look of it.
Yeah, it's just cold tires early on. I mean, turn 1, lap 1, it's gonna happen. It's just a shame that it involved a few other drivers, really.
There you go. You can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars caught up with that there. And
five
cars. That is really, really unfortunate. And you can see in the pits at the moment, you've got Jan Whittaker, Jared Love, Matt Massey, and James Moore at the moment.
Oh dear. John Butler is quite far at the back. I think he's driving around them, and he might be going through the pits at the end there. That is a very unfortunate start, but it's an hour-long race.
Plenty of time. Jimmy, look at the time.
In that time, yeah.
We've got 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in. There's 57 minutes left for these guys to get back and hopefully get themselves back in contention for some points here tonight. But just having a look at the top of the leaderboard at the minute, Adam Wilson, we're still leading the way in P1 at the moment, followed by Peter Duke and Wayne Douglas. That is your podium in the pros at the moment. Down to the AMs, you've got Harry Seven leading the way in the AMs in P1 at the moment, followed by Daniel Paul and Ryan Clark at the moment.
I think, as pointed out as well in the YouTube chat, Tefera Winter already up to P11. He had a blinder at the start there, managed to avoid all the incidents and has gone through. And yeah,
But
I
he's
mean,
having a little bit
he'll
of a
be
fight with Harry Hartley-Price at the moment, so he's got himself nicely up there. The chat did call it. It looks like he is doing his little last to first challenge there, Jim. He's got himself halfway up the grid now. Can he do any more? Plenty of time to find out if he does.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Harry on his back, so he'll be giving him a run for his money. That was a nice little battle there, because I don't think Harry's just gonna let him through. I think he's gonna want to have a bit of a battle here.
No, absolutely. And that's what we want to see out on track at the moment. So just to say as well, Sam Berry currently gone fastest at 1:46.5 at the minute, Jim.
So, yeah, so they're already about 2 seconds off of their qualifying pace, so they are going pretty quick out there. So as the tyres bed in a little bit more, I imagine the next laps they'll be dropping down to the 45s. But again, you don't want to overdo it this early. Oh, look at that move! Look at
What
that
a
move!
move there by Harry Hartley-Price. He's gone right, gone back in on the left-hand side and switched it back, and he's got to the position. So thank you very much to Farah. That 11th spot is mine for the moment. But going from top to bottom, we got Adam Wilson-Weir, followed by Peter Duke with Wayne Douglas behind them. Sam Berry comes up in P4 behind them with Craig Corish and Quinton Clumpert, followed by Harry Steven, Daniel Paul, Ryan Clark, James Vardigans, Harry Hartley-Price, and Tefera Winter, who you're currently watching at the moment. Raymond Van Sutphen down in 13th at the moment, followed by Jordan Butler, Christopher Haynes, and then at the back of the pack at the moment are the drivers all involved in that incident in the first lap there, Jim. We got Jan Whittaker in 16th, followed by James Moore 17th. 18th, we've got Matt Massey and Jared Love, who's still sat in the pit at the moment. Not too sure. It's looking like he's going to come back out.
No, I think this might be him over this race. That's a long time that he's been sat in there. But yeah, I mean, like a lot of big hit from Tefera there. I think he went a little bit too eager. I don't think Harry would be happy with that one. It doesn't look like there's any damage to the back of Harry's car there, so they can carry on fighting as it seems. Just quickly, I think we did see a little box next to the people's names up there. That is called a slowdown penalty. So it means they just went off track, cut a little bit, and then iRacing will just tell them to slow down by a certain amount, just to make up for the time that they gained for cutting the track when going off.
Now, just a second ago, Jimmy, I don't know if Jared's going to be coming back out, but I am being told he's had a 10-second penalty for causing the collision there before turn one. So not a great start to the evening for him there, is it really? And he was one of those guys in those positions on the leaderboard who could claw back the points with a high enough finish and get himself up there into the money-winning positions, we'll say for now. But that's not going to be sitting right with him, is it? He's going to really be annoyed with himself, I think, with that one.
Yeah, I mean, Jared Love is in the YouTube chat at the moment, so I don't think he's coming back out on track. But yeah, it's just one of those unfortunate things that just happens at the start of the race. When you got cold tires, sometimes, I mean, like we said, you're pushing as hard as you can. So you're gonna lose traction a little bit every now and again. Someone's gonna make a slight mistake, but yeah, hour-long race, you can make the time up eventually.
We say it every week. You don't have to do everything in the first few minutes, the first couple of laps, and especially in the first corner. 60 minutes is a long, long time when you're out there on track. But I get it, Jim. I get it. We're coming to the end of the season. They're going to want these points. Like I said, Jared was up there. He was in those points positions, fighting for the top spots, and that's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for him, is it?
No, not at all. I mean, Adam Wilson-Weir there setting the fastest lap of the race with a 1:45, so they are getting close to those qualifying times that they were setting at the beginning. Peter Duke, though, he was gaining on him for a moment there. He was over a second behind, and now he's up to 7 or 8 tenths. So he is catching up quite quick there. Harry Hartley-Price, Tefera Winter, and Daniel Paul, they're all getting quite close together, so should be interesting watching to see where people get to.
No, there you go. And Peter Duke, he's dropped over a second now behind the race leader, Adam Wilson-Weir. So
Yeah,
he's
Wayne Douglas
got.
catching very quickly behind him.
Has Peter got a problem? Maybe is there a reason why he's slowing down? Do we think, or do you think
I
he's
mean,
got
like
in
I
his
said,
head? I've got 60.
I mean, it's a technical track, so you might have just had a little bit of a moment there. You just lose a little bit of time. I mean, only really lost about 0.2 of a second. So if you have like a slight little moment, and then Wayne Douglas has a great lap, he'll catch up very quickly.
No, he will do indeed. He will do indeed, won't he? And you can see it on the timings there, Jimmy. We have got a couple of cars battling out there. Harry Hartley Price and Tefera Winter are still going absolutely at it. Now, looking at the chat, Jared, it's unfortunate, mate, but YouTube chat is not to be having this discussion, mate, at the moment. The penalties will get looked at by the stewards, mate. But if you can, if you leave the YouTube chat alone with that kind of stuff at the moment, really would appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, we're now coming up to nearly 10 minutes in, so nearly a sixth of the way through the race. So the standings at the moment, we have Adam Wilson Weir in first, followed by Peter Duke, Wayne Douglas, Sam Berry, Craig Corish, Quinton Clumpert, Ryan Clark, and Harry Seven. Then we got Harry Hartley Price, Farrell Winter. That is your top 10 at the moment. So I mean, there's not a lot of time between them. You can see them all like quite grouped up on track there.
You can, and they are bunching up. And Harry Hartley Price and Fair Winter getting themselves into a bit of a battle here. Harry Seven's just in front of the pair of them. You've got Daniel Paul sitting up behind them as well. It's a real close one here between these 4 or 5 cars.
Yeah, I mean, for Harry and Tefera, when you get past those AMs, you've got nearly 6 seconds to the next pro car. I mean, they're going to want to work their way through. So what do you think? Do you think they're just going to have a bit of fun, keep battling? Because I mean, they've been scrapping like nobody's business. So do you think they're going to end up working together, do a bit of bump drafting, maybe catch up, or do you think they're just thinking, screw it, let's just have a fight?
No, see, I'm not too sure on that one, Jimmy. I think you said it a second ago. They'll want to get past these AMs and get themselves back up with the rest of the pros. But to do that, they are going to have to utilize some of that drag out on track to pull them up to the next set of drivers out there. But the driver, the terrible driver side of me thinks, no, they're going to sod it and absolutely go for it. And there you go, making a move at the moment on Harry Seven, Tefera, and Harry Hartley Price are.
Yeah, I mean, as AMs, you don't really want to be fighting too hard, but at the same time, you're all in the same race together. Have a bit of fun. Yeah,
Exactly
I mean,
exactly that. And I
you
don't
don't
think
have to
Harry
say, "Oh,
Seven's
let's
going to
take it
want.
past." Oh, you
No,
take it away. Take it away. I'm just
I
talking
was
over
just going
each
to say,
other.
I do not think Harry Seven's going to want there to be too much of a gap there, because Harry's sitting at the top of the leaderboard in the championship standings at the moment. He's got Ryan Clark in P1 at the moment ahead of him. He's going to want to catch that position up to him and get back to P1, get back to winning ways like he's been used to the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, Ryan Clark's 6th in the championship at the moment, so he'll be very happy for a win here. But even if Harry gets top 3 or 4, that's still great points for him towards the championship, and I think he'll be happy either way. But I mean, as a racer, you want to be. I mean, anything other than first, I think is it's not ideal, is it?
No, it's not really. And we said it every week so far. With that cash prize, gratefully sponsored by Vector Motorsport, they want to finish as high up as they can, get the points, get your hands on a little bit of money at the end of the season, because it'll make that win even more sweeter.
Yeah, I mean the cars are still quite grouped up together. I mean, we're just seeing them go around the hairpin at the moment in first place, and the guys in last place are currently just midway down that straight. So there's not a lot of time between them all. Obviously, there's a few lapped cars at the back from the incident at the start, but it's still all to play for. One slight mistake, and you could lose to half the grid here.
No, exactly. And we saw it in the first lap, didn't we? We saw a couple of incidents that took out 4 or 5 drivers, 3 of which have come back out. Jared Love sadly still sitting in the pits at the moment. I think that is definitely, we can say now with clarity, that is his evening in Virginia done for tonight.
Yeah, I mean it's a shame because yeah, he would have had a great race there, but these things happen, and sometimes you've just got to take a little
He's
break,
got,
pour
yeah,
yourself a little glass of brandy, get some snacks, put your feet up, and watch the rest of the race with everyone else.
no, exactly. And I think Jared, just sit back and enjoy it, mate, if you can. Sorry if you're feeling a little bit stressed out by all that, buddy, but try and sit back, gather yourself back up, mate. And remember, you still got one more race week left to get it all sorted next week. So there's always next week when we travel over to Italy. But at the minute, sitting at the top of the board, it's Adam Wilson, Weir, Wayne Douglas, and Sam Berry, P1, 2, and 3 in the pros, with Ryan Clark, Harry Seven, and Daniel Paul, P1, 2, and 3 in the AMs at the moment. Still seeing a close race from Tefera Winter up on Harry Hartley Price. Them two are having a great little battle since the start for the past 13 minutes.
Yeah, they've been having a really great battle. I mean, yeah, so they were originally about 6 seconds off. Well, I mean, the AM of Ryan Clark was 6 seconds off of Quinton Clumpett there. They are now 4 seconds off, so they are going with some pretty impressive pace there to catch up to the back of the pack. If you're Quinton, what are you what are you thinking right now? Because these guys are bombing it behind you, and
I'd be worried. I'll tell you, I would be worried if I was Quinton at the moment, because Harry and Tefera are absolutely scrapping their way out of it. So the way I see it's going to go one of two ways, Jims. They're either going to scrap their way out of the race, or they are just going to slowly claw that time back and get themselves further and further up there. And they are looking very strong this race so far in the first 14 minutes that we've had out on track. I'd be a little bit worried if I was Quinton. Not so much right this second, but I definitely would have it in the back of my mind that they are there, and I don't want to get pulled into a little fight with them too.
I mean, it's they call it iRacing for a reason. It's have a bit of a race. I mean, you don't really want to be just driving around on your own. So if you get the opportunity, you might as well have a bit of fun with them. Take a few defensive lines, force them out a little bit wide, maybe give them a bit of squeezing. Have a bit of fun. Let me
Suppose
see.
get it done earlier rather than later. But again, I'm just going to say it again: 60 minutes, James. There's plenty of time for them to do all this.
Yeah. So we're seeing Jordan Butler there with a bit of a slowdown penalty, so he'll have to serve that, which is a bit of an annoyance. There you go. It has gone away now.
There you go. Seeing Tefera still chasing down Harry Hartley Price. 4 attempts, just over 4 attempts off the back of him at the moment. It is tight between them two. I'm really interested to see how these two get on for the rest of the race, James. 45 minutes left to go. They are going to be absolutely knackered if they continue like this.
Yeah, we were seeing Harry here really getting involved with Daniel Paul and James Vardigans. They are there's just nothing between them, and we'll do an onboard soon, I think, so you guys can actually take a look at the track and just see how sketchy it is for these guys. I mean, look at this, the length of this straight coming down here now. You can see it gives you, if you can get a good run out of there, getting some slipstream behind someone, it just allows you to get like right up into that fight.
No, it definitely does. And Harry Seven will be looking to get that spot back because he's dropped down to P3 in class at the moment. Daniel Paul did take him, I think, last lap or the lap before that, mate. But yeah, he's going to be looking to get himself back up there. And at the moment, he's keeping himself.
Ooh,
There you go.
Oh, right in the wall.
That is unfortunate for Harry Seven there. Right as I was saying, he was doing really well in keeping his position, and keeping up with the drivers in front of him. Goes and puts it into a wall. Harry, I am sorry, mate, that has happened. Hopefully, that's not the commentator's fault there. But let's have a quick look at that, shall we? And see exactly what happened, Jim.
Yeah, he just gets in the power a little bit too early, and then the car just goes. I mean, there doesn't look to be too much damage. I mean, I can't see a meatball flag on him, but he is coming in to fix the car anyway. So sadly, he will have to do another pit for fuel a little bit later on in the race, but
He'll be gutted by that. He will. He's been
he'll be
very
really
strong
gutted by
this
that.
season. He's not going to be very happy there. But that does then open up Ryan Clark P1, Daniel Paul P2, and James Vardigan P3 out in class, 9th, 10th, and 11th up on track. Oh dear, Harry.
Oh dear, oh dear. But yeah, Ryan Clark though. I mean, he's having he's got the 4 second lead now on. Sorry, not 4 second. 4 seconds behind Tefera Winter, but he's got a second and a half nearly on Daniel Paul. So a nice bit of clean air allows him now to just relax a little bit. He can look after the car that little bit more. Doesn't have to push quite as hard because I imagine Harry and Daniel were putting the pressure on a little bit on him there.
Sorry,
But
look at that for an overtake there. Peter Duke on Craig Corrish, James. That is an absolute beautiful overtake there. Used that drag, got right up behind him, stuck himself out there and got nicely in front of him. Tucked himself back in. That is a beautiful overtake.
yeah, I mean, yeah, when you're able to just kind of tuck yourself in back in before the corner, yeah, you know you had a good exit out of the corner before. So
There you go.
where's
It
everyone?
does now look like that Harry and Tefera have caught up with Quinton. So it
Yeah,
is
let's
now
see
the
them.
three of them going to be battling.
Yeah, they're going to get that good run going down here. Quinton looks like he's taking the inside line, being a bit defensive. Is he going to stick at the inside line? Nope, he sticks over to the right hand side, gets the optimal line through there. And then, yeah, Harry just Goes
Took
on the
himself in front.
inside, gets a nice overtake done. Can he clear him?
I
Looks like
think
it's
he's
still
still
battling
side by
side by
side.
side. I mean, this is going to be a hard bit here. Ah, he just nips in front. A lot of late brake in there. But the guys are still, oh, they're looking to make a little move there, just showing their nose a little bit. But no, clean, beautiful overtake. And he
Lovely
is
bit of
off.
driving. Lovely bit of driving from Harry Hartley Price there. And I think Tefera will be looking at Quinton as well, saying, come on, I want to carry on my fight with Harry. But Quinton, quality driver out there in front of Tefera at the moment, sitting in a 6th, 7th, and 8th for 3 of them.
Yeah, I think Harry did well to overtake him on that part of the track, because that next part where it's all windy and technical, it's quite difficult to get alongside and stay side by side through that section. Especially in a car with a GT3 where you'd kind of want to use all the track and just kind of attack those curves, go in a straight line really. There's not really an opportunity for people to get past, so it's going to be hard for Tefera. Tefera's going to have to wait for the straight, but you can see him now 2/10 behind. And again, Jordan Butler here 2/10 behind Raymond van Zutphen, so he's going to be wanting to make that move. Does he get
so
a good enough
close.
exit? Can he carry enough speed coming out of there? Looks like he's got a good run, but I think he's just a little bit too far back to make the move done. Yeah, he's dropped back and
Yeah,
by
he's sat back
by Tefera.
sensibly at the moment. He doesn't need to go for anything unnecessary at the moment. Mr. Lightning McQueen out there on track.
Yeah, Tefera getting past Quinton there, so he'll be wanting to catch up. He did lose 1.8 seconds to Harry, with Quinton being defensive and in front there. So
There you go. Sorry,
Harry,
Jordan Butler just getting on Raymond as well. He has made the move now.
nice. And then we've got Craig Korish as well, is also gaining on Peter Duke there, putting him under a bit of pressure. So yeah, it's a long old track, this one. There's a lot of turns, and yeah, there's a lot to memorize, I think, going throughout here. So it is a difficult one for these drivers, and when you got to think of all the different corner types and like just, I don't know, there's just a lot to think of for these drivers. When as well, then you got to add battling in the mix as well, and then you start pushing your car through everything. But
It's a tough track on the best of times when you're out there on your own, let alone when you're fighting 2, 3 different drivers at the same time.
yeah, there's a hell of a lot to think about, and yeah, we're just seeing Adam Wilson Weir here, 4.5 seconds to Wayne Douglas. He is. Do you reckon he's got it in the bag so far?
Oh, I'll tell you what, Jimmy. Let's do what you do, mate, and what I absolutely love to hear. Call his lap and let the viewers know
Okay.
how he's absolutely holding on to his lead and scoring time out of everything here.
Okay, so we're going down the start finish straight here, heavy braking zone into this beautiful long right-hander. You got to be so careful on throttle here, because it's so easy to lose grip, and you just got to set yourself up for the next corner, keeping it tight, go out wide to set yourself up for the next corner here, track out wide using all of that runoff to keep as much minimum speed as you can. Cut that corner a little bit, cut that one a little bit as well, just to keep the speed, and then it's pretty much flat out from here. You get this amazing windy little S section, but it's faster in a straight line than it is to keep turning the wheel, so these drivers will be cutting those curves so aggressively, just hitting them, just to try and keep the car as straight as they humanly can. And then this is going to be a hard part. Slight bump, downhill braking section, keep it as fast as you can, getting so close to that grass on the right hand side. And again here, you've got this amazing sort of hairpin where you've got to just carry as much speed through, hit that curve on the inside, track out wide, keep all that minimum speed. If you go off too fast in there, you're in the wall. And then this is where everyone is going to be doing most of the overtaking. This amazing long straight coming down here. You got this nice little uphill, and then you got a downhill where it's like a nice little roller coaster, and then you get this tight, heavy braking zone up here into another blind apex. Get on that curb, straight line it, get on the next curb, set yourself up, all downhill from here in a good way, and then hit those curves, set yourself up. Nice little U section here, keeping that speed, get on the throttle as soon as you can, track out wide but not too wide, because you do not want to hit that grass, and now you are down that main start finish straight again. So there's so much for these drivers to think about, so many different corner types, so much opportunity to go off and crash and whatever, and it's just, yeah, you add that to then thinking about these drivers of like, oh, where do I overtake? Where do I where do I make the move? How do I work with the drivers around me? And yeah, it's just phenomenal. A great track.
It
I absolutely love
really,
this
really is.
track. It's just so much fun.
I
But
tell
yeah,
you, Jimmy,
should
I
we do a
absolutely
little?
love.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
sorry,
I was
sorry.
just gonna. I absolutely love hearing you do that week in, week out, mate. It is absolutely phenomenal to listen to you talk about how these tracks really work and what these drivers might be thinking. And we saw it on cockpit there, Jim. It's not an easy track from that view that these drivers have. There's a lot of spots where they are pretty much blind going into these corners. There's a lot of bumps that just sneak up on them. It is really, really like a roller coaster. Something you see at Alton Towers of Fort Park. You're going up, you're going down, you're going left, you're going right. And you can see it on screen right now, viewers. This track just sends you absolutely everywhere. And with other drivers around you, it just makes it so much more harder. We said it at the start, and I'm going to say it again. This is probably, out of all the races that we've done this season, this is probably one of the most technical tracks these drivers have had to race so far.
Yeah, I mean Virginia. They always say it is the Butlins of America, don't they?
Butlins of America. Well, that's a new one on me, Jimmy. I'll have to let you maybe explain that one to me a little bit later when we're off air. But
So,
no, Jimmy,
uh,
it really is one of those tracks, mate.
yeah, and it's a lot of fun personally. I just think like I love a good technical track, and yeah. So should we go through the leaderboard? Do you want to take it away from first to last place?
Absolutely, absolutely. So currently leading the way, we still have Adam Wilson. We're at top of the pack at the moment with just over a 5 second start on Wayne Douglas, who's sitting right behind him. He is followed by Sam Berry, followed by Peter Duke, Craig Corish, Harry Hartley Price, and Farah Winter, followed by Quentin Clumper. That is your top 8 for the pros at the moment. On track P9, but P1 in the class, you've got Ryan Clark, followed by Daniel Paul and James Vardigans. Closely followed behind them by Jordan Butler, Raymond Van Zutphen, Harry Seven, Jan Whitaker, Christopher Haynes, James Moore, and Matt Massey. They are your 18 drivers still out on track today.
Yeah, I mean we're starting to see a little bit of a gap forming between the drivers at the moment, but with 25 minutes in the next 5 minutes or so, we'll start to see them pit for more fuel and potentially, depending on the driver, more tires. So we'll see how it goes, but that'll start to make things a bit more interesting. Start to get the pack back together.
Now, sorry, Jimmy, I'm just going to interrupt you there. I'm not the only one who was laughing at your Butlins of America comment. Paul the Legend in the chat. Crying, laughing emoji. Butlins of America. Jimmy, you might have to elaborate on that one for us when all these drivers start to pit, because I'll be honest with you, I can't say I've heard that one. I'm all for Butlins
Theme
holiday.
park, roller coasters, water slides. It's VR and
Well,
in
I
a
did say
nutshell.
it's got absolutely everything. You can stay on site. It is Butlins. You can go shooting range. You can go golf range. You can do whatever you want there. It is the Butlins. I do have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, hopefully some of the the English drivers know what I mean. But yeah, it's a great one out there. But
No,
yeah,
it really
the,
is.
the pits as well. I mean, it's a long pit lane, a very long pit lane because it's a very long start finish straight. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how the drivers take it and if it does bunch the field up a little bit more. But I think, yeah, the drivers are just going to be a bit careful over these next couple laps. Don't want to do anything silly, kind of just thinking about what they're going to do about strategy. And then, yeah, we'll see them in the next few minutes dip into that pit lane.
Do you think that'll bring these times a little bit closer together, obviously, Jim, or do you think it's just going to spread them out even more?
I think I'll bring them together because I think there's bound to be some people who are better at pitting than others. And I think that'll gain you, I mean, potentially seconds. I mean, you don't know how much fuel the person in front of you is putting in, or the person behind. Then again, tire strategy. There we go. We're seeing the drivers coming into the pit lane now. But yeah, the tire
My
strategy.
favourite livery, so I'm just going to say my favourite livery there on Mr. Jordan Butler. Chat.
It's got to
I
be
love
done.
it.
It's got to be done.
I love it.
It's a shame Christmas has gone. Otherwise, yeah, get yourself a little Lightning McQueen.
It's never too late for Christmas, and Jimmy, it might be my birthday tomorrow, so you never know. There's still time
It's
for you to get me a
quite
present.
certainly.
No, like
Yeah.
you said, Jimmy, we are going to see these drivers start to pile in. We've seen 3 of them go in at the moment. The rest of probably in the next minute or two, I'd imagine you'll start to see them all pretty much file into the pit one after another. We saw it last week as well when they all came in together pretty much, and it did bring the times down a little bit. But there you go, Adam Wilson-Weir, your race leaders, just going into the pits at the moment.
Yeah,
It
Adam
doesn't
coming
look
in,
like
but was that Wayne Douglas staying out? No, Wayne Douglas coming in.
Wayne Douglas stayed out, but Sam Berry did stay out. Sorry, Wayne Douglas came in. Sam Berry stayed out and is a provisional P1 at the moment, but of course he will need to be pitting himself.
Yeah, I mean these races, he's been so risky on fuel. Like, so I reckon he must have been doing a bit of fuel saving here to be able to stay out. Oh, Harry Hartley Price, black flag. So did he speed in the pit lane? We'll have to take a look at that a little bit later on. But yeah, I mean, we saw it at, was it Daytona, where Sam was being like a bit risky on the old fuel there. So hopefully he's able to dip in time.
I can't remember if it was Sam or not, but was it Sam who overshot his pit box and didn't have enough fuel to reverse back in? I'm not too sure, Sam. If it wasn't you, Sam, I do apologise, but someone definitely did that.
Yeah, I remember that happening, but I think Harry got a stop and go there. So we'll have to be interesting to see. I mean, Tefera Winter there up into 6th place now. With he's got a bit of a gap to Craig Corish, but then Adam Wilson-Weir 6.5 seconds now to Wayne Douglas. So he got a very good pit going on there. Peter Duke 6.5 seconds behind him. Craig Corish 2.5. But again, 30 minutes to go. They don't have to worry about pitting anymore. It's just head down and catch up.
No, definitely. Jimmy, just to confirm it as well, I am being told he did speed into the pits. Oh, Quinton, gone a bit wide there, mate.
Oh, and Sean in the YouTube chat there, it was Harry that overshot the box at Daytona.
Thank you, Sean, for confirming that for me. I thought it was him who did. He overshot, and from what I remember from speaking to him afterwards, he didn't have the fuel to reverse back. Now he must really be watching his fuel if he doesn't want to make another mistake like that.
Yeah, if you've got seconds of fuel left, I mean, it's brave staying out that long. When I'm racing, I need at least a lap left, otherwise I'm terrified.
Well, just as well there, Jimmy, your provisional leader, Sam Berry, he has gone now into the pits. So that should free up the way for Adam Wilson-Weir to possibly take back his spot as he comes around the last bend there, coming down the straight. And it's looking like he's going to take that P1 back off Sam Berry at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, with how big a gap there is to Wayne, I mean, Sam Berry's all the way already coming out the pits. Is he going to get 2nd place? Because if so, that was a phenomenal strategy from him there. Yeah, he's got it.
It looks like
Wayne Douglas though, very close behind. I don't know if we can jump on board with Wayne there, but yeah, I mean that's quite a clear gap there. That was a phenomenal strategy from him.
Beautiful.
He must have been down to the. He must have been running on fumes as he came through, just lifting and coasting. I mean, that's a really good strategy going on.
He's definitely kept it tight there again, but that's a brilliant bit of tactics there from him to put himself up into P2 there through a pit strategy. And it's something these drivers do have to think about with these fixed setups. They can't make all these little tweaks they want to their cars to make it individual to themselves. You've got to take whatever advantage and whatever opportunities you can. And it seems he's done that to put himself up into P2.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing Harry 7 here. He hasn't pitted for fuel yet, I believe, because he had to come in for the damage from the hit, didn't he? So he's going to be pitting along with a few others, kind of around I'd say about 15 minutes to go. Would you say so?
Depends on how they set their fuel up, Jim. I'm inclined to go with you there on that one. Probably about another 10 to 15 minutes, you will see him come in. But at the moment, he's chasing down Quentin Clumpert, who went off track a couple of minutes ago there. Got down to 3 temps on him at the moment. So Harry is chasing. He wants to get back up there so he can possibly start fighting with Daniel Paul to try and get his P1 in class back.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a hell of a fight to go. And we're seeing here Matthew Massey. Nice little overtake on James Moore there, getting that slipstream. But they are going to be fighting 2 by 2. Well, side by side.
Oh.
That looked like a little bit of a netcode tap to me there. Looked like just I don't think they really came together there. I think that was just internet, I think. But we'll have to take a look at that one.
Let's have a look what happened. They were side by side.
Plenty of space, and then oh no, he just comes across. I think he just unsettled himself on the curb beforehand. And then yeah, I think that was just on James there. A bit of a shame. Yeah, you can see hits that curb just here, unsettles that
Settled in.
car because he gets in the grass, and then just comes along on the right and just gets across him.
That is unfortunate. I don't think Matt
Yeah.
Massey could do very much there with him coming over into him there. Like you said, he's
No.
touched that curb. And we say every week, you've got to really avoid these curbs. Some of them can really offsettle the cars. And case in point right there, Jimmy. Case
Yeah.
and point.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure Matthew Massey even noticed the tap there because he just carried on going as if nothing happened. I think he got off quite lightly. Oh no, he is coming into the pits though, so he must have had a little bit of damage. Oh no, he's got a pit for fuel.
It's got to be for fuel. I can't imagine he got any damage off of that one. Well,
No, because that was quite a light tap, but
no, not at all. But Matt Massey and Harry Hartley-Price currently in the pits at the moment. See what happens with those two. But looking at the leaderboard at the moment, you've got Adam Wilson. We're still leading the way, just 6.5 seconds over Wayne Douglas in P2.
Oh.
With Sam Berry chasing down a Wayne Douglas just behind them is your P3 on the podium
He is
spots at the
wanting
moment.
that overtake. Look how close he's getting behind him. I think he's going to make the move here down the main straight. We have to keep on board with him for the moment because, I mean, look at this. He was so aggressive with those kind of movements, but it's just, yeah, there we go. Gets a good run coming out there, gets that slipstream. He's catching up behind. You can see him gaining on end little by little, but I'm not entirely sure. He's got the, it goes to the inside, but I don't think he's got enough pace there. Yeah,
Not quite close enough yet.
Nah,
no, I don't think he was close enough there at all, Jimmy, to make that move. So I think he definitely tucked himself back in. Try it again a little bit later, but he's still within half a second to Wayne Douglas up ahead. But it's that gap up to Adam at the moment. Adam Wilson, we're 6.6 seconds leading the way at the moment above Wayne Douglas and Sam Berry.
Yeah, with these two fighting as well, that is just only going to climb. So if they want to catch up to Adam, they're going to have to really work together. I think Sam's going to have to say there, like, I know it's time for a good scrap, but maybe a little bit of bump drafting, maybe a little.
I think it's one
follow
of
the
those.
leader.
I think they have to get that to claw them seconds down up to Adam Wilson. We're at the top of the leaderboard there.
Or do you just say, stuff it, let's winner takes P2?
Well, race 7 of 8, Jimmy, they're going to have that technical mind still, but I think I'm more inclined to go with that. Stuff it. Let's just have a nice, good race, shall we?
Yeah, well, I think the telling move is if Sam goes, if we see Sam tapping him on the rear bumper there just to push him along, or if he shoves his nose on the inside. I mean, look at that slipstream. Look at that slipstream. Is he going to push?
So
No, he's going for the fight. Go for the fight. Oh, so Wayne Douglas gave a little squeeze there, just kind of giving him as little space as he humanly can, just to make it as hard for him to overtake. But he gets I think Sam gets a bit of a better run through here. Let's see, coming out these final couple corners around the for this lap, who gets the better run? Yeah, I think Wayne's got that one in the bag for this lap now. But oh, they're so close behind each other.
I'll tell you, Jimmy,
they're actually getting right behind Harry 7.
Just about to say, Quinton Comfort, look at that. A 10th in it between them two at the moment. Side by side.
Yeah, getting the move done and away. But then I think, yeah, we're going to see, I imagine Harry is going to be, at this point, he's probably, if he hasn't pitted again when he needs to, he's going to be on lighter fuel. He's got both of them tyres up to temp, so he should have the edge here, I think, of this nice little battle going on.
Well, that's something we'll have to follow and see, Jimmy, for when he does come in, because, again, Harry 7 sitting at the top of the championship standings at the minute. He's going to want to finish as high as he can to get those points in.
Yeah, I mean, you almost don't want to fight too much, because the longer you're fighting with those two, the less time you're going to be able to gain overall, because you're going to lose time here and there, because you're going to take a defensive lines, you're offline, slowing each other down just a little bit. So you got to play it sensible, but at the same time, you want to have a bit of fun.
You really do. You really do. And I'll tell you what, Jimmy, this has been a brilliant race so far. 37 minutes in, race 7 of 8 here in the Tanzo Racing Group, sponsored by Fresh Rubber and Clark St. James Motorsport. And we have seen some brilliant little action so far. Nice little scraps up and down the leaderboard for all the positions here at the moment. But no, it's a race that I'm absolutely loving watching at the minute. I'm really interested to see what the next 20 minutes brings, because we see it every week. The last 10 to 15 minutes especially, these drivers really do go for it.
Yeah, and again, if you're in the YouTube chat, if there's a driver that you want shouted out, just let us know, and we'll give them a little shout out on stream. But yeah, 20 minutes to go. So what do you reckon then? I mean, Wayne Douglas is he lost quite well. They're kind of still hovering around the same amount of time, maybe losing a little bit to Adam. But I think yeah, Adam's got this one in the bag if he can keep it consistent.
Well, I think he's lost about 4 tenths on him over the last lap or two, Jimmy, and it's not too much when you really think about it. But out there on track, it does make a lot of difference. He's nearly up to 7 seconds off of Adam Wilson-Weir at the front of the pack here in that Lamborghini, and he's holding his own. He's doing really, really well. I think it's going to take something absolutely massive, and unless it's a mistake that he makes, or if he's catching up to the back markers and something goes on there. I think it's like he says, Jim. I think he's got it in the bag at the moment, but 20 minutes left to go. Anything can happen. We know it can happen. We've seen it time after time.
Yep, and in the chat, KJ Penny with Sam Berry, Mr. Fresh Rover himself. Give a shout out to him there.
There you go, Sam Berry, and he's had a brilliant race so far, hasn't he? And he's currently chasing down Wayne Douglas, still just over half a second off him, just not been able to make that move yet. But we've seen him get real close to the back of Wayne Douglas. He's just dropped off a little bit. But he's got time. He's got time to do it. Giving him a little flash there.
I mean, one person I'm looking at here is Peter Duke. He's been up the top on most of these races, at least top 3, I'm pretty sure, in basically every race. He's usually pretty quick in the second half of the race, but he's got a bit of a gap now to Sam Berry. Do you think he's just biding his time, gonna catch up slowly, or do you reckon?
Well, it's a difficult one. I'm not in that car, so I don't really know what he's thinking. But I think at the moment he might be sitting just pretty happy. Now on the leaderboard, Jim, he is third overall with 165 points at the moment. He's only 5 points off of Adam Wilson-Weir, currently leading the way. He's probably going to take all the points today unless anything happens, like I said a moment ago. But at the moment, I think he'll be fairly happy with that result and the points he's going to get out of this.
Okay, so we're just hearing a bit in chat there. Yeah, Peter Duke has been experiencing a bit of computer issues there with iRacing, so I think that might be affecting his abilities this week, which is why he's a bit off pace from normal. But I mean, yeah, Sfera Winter still up in 6th. He's done pretty well to get through. Quinton Clumpert's been doing very well as well. I mean, Daniel Poole, though, I mean, he's having a great race up there, up in 1st at the moment.
I think pretty much, apart from maybe the first couple of laps where Harry was leading the way, I think Daniel Poole has been very, very consistent today, and he is having a great race at the moment. He'll be very happy sitting out there P1 in class, won't he?
Yeah, because he made some great moves early on to get some good overtakes done, and then he just got himself into clear air, and he was just able to just get away.
Oh,
Sam Berry, give him a little flash there, just to try and distract him. You got to use all.
You got to use every tactic that you can, really. And Sam is keeping right on the back of him here. He is not letting Wayne go, is he?
No, he just needs that one good run coming out of that corner, and then he'll have that move done. But Wayne is defending like an absolute champ at the moment.
We've seen Sam go for it a couple of times. And he's defended really nicely, really clean defending as well, and it's what we like to see. But,
yeah, he's leaving just enough room. He's taking the right lines. I mean, yeah, he's having a good one.
I think they both are. And this is what we're here for. Some really good, interesting racing, and these two are providing us with that right now. We've seen it across a couple of the other drivers, but Sam Berry has been absolutely on the back of the person in front of him the whole race. No matter who he's been behind, he's been right on the back of them.
Yeah, and KJ Penny in chat there as well, giving a little shout out to Shawnee.
Shawnee.
Oh, is that a slow down penalty for Sam Berry there? Oh, that's gonna
affect him now. Looks like he's already trying to drop that pace off a little bit. He's just gone over a second now off of Wayne Douglas. He's not going to be happy about that yellow flag, is he?
No, but like we said, 17 minutes to go. If he's got the pace, he should be able to catch up a little bit there. But no, I think Wayne really was putting him through his paces there. keeping him humble. Ryan Clark getting very close up to Quinton Clumpett. I mean, Quinton Clumpett has just been, he's been non-stop racing this entire 43 minutes. He has had someone.
He's going to come off. He's going to come off his rig at the end of this race, absolutely sweating.
Yeah,
He hasn't had a break, has he? Like you just said, he's not had a break this entire 43 minutes of this race so far, and I don't think he's going to get a break for the rest of it either.
No, not at all. Or just getting on the gravel a little bit there, doing very well to keep it out, because that part of the grass there, sorry, is when you're going at such high speed, and if you like, as soon as you touch that bit of like grass, half your tires on the grass, half your tires on the tarmac, it just makes it so easy to spin.
Now, Jimmy, we've had someone go off track, and let's find out if it is exactly what you've just said there. We're going to have a look at Jan Whisker. He's come off track. Let's find out what's happened.
Yeah, so you're just going uphill. Yeah, you just go too far to the left-hand side there, doing very, very well to keep it out of the barriers. But this goes back to something I said back at, I believe it was Alton Park, and it's, I think you might know what I'm about to say here, but sometimes it pays to practice crashing. And VIR is one of those tracks where I, like, when I'm trying to help people out, this is probably the main track I say for people to practice crashing on. Because there's so many parts where you could just get onto the grass and you just lose the car, and you're so close to those walls. You need to learn how your car's going to behave as soon as you get on that grass with your brakes locking or warm or worn tires or whatever it is. You need to learn that skill of just keeping out of the barriers. So,
well, I tell you, Jimmy, as I said earlier, me and you had a little go on this on Saturday, and I think I spent more time crashing than I actually did out on track. So I think I got a lot of practice on that one. It doesn't help when you can't get back on track, but it just goes to show that these drivers have got a bit of nous to them, haven't they? Really, if they can keep it like Jan just did there, he's not had the best of seasons. He's had a couple of offs here and there, a couple of little incidences. But if you can maintain and get back on very cleanly the way that you're done, it just goes to show what kind of driver level we've got in this league.
yeah, I mean, like you said there, he had a rough start to the season, but he has massively improved. I'd say. I mean, in his first couple of races, he was not having a good time, to put it politely. And now he's, I mean, besides that incident that he got caught up in at the start, which obviously is not his fault, he's been doing very well recently.
No,
So you got to
absolutely,
commend him for
James.
that.
Absolutely. I have to agree with you on that one, but I'm going to touch on it again at the moment. To Farah Winter, since he joined us halfway through the season, he has really impressed me. Up to P6 on track at the moment, maybe looking for a couple more positions as we go into the last 15 minutes. But he's someone that really has impressed me, Jimmy. He's come in absolutely out of nowhere and performed in what is it? This is his third race with us now, is it?
Uh, third or fourth, yeah. I mean, he had a little bit of a coming together on that last race, and I think he was as distraught about it as anyone else being. But he's just had a great race. Well, a great season so far for the races he has been in.
Now,
Yeah, we have had another off just behind us, so we'll go back and take a look at that one. So it's Jordan Butler.
oh, I'm not Mr. Kachow.
Yeah, just taking too much speed there. A little bit of rallying. Does he keep it on for the next part of the track? Yeah, got himself composed, and he is back in the running. But look at these boys, little tiny gaggle of cars here. Is that the Spectra guys? Getting very close to each other. What do you reckon? I mean, they've been together this entire race as well. I mean, like pretty much with each other non-stop. I mean, I think Harry will have to pit at some point for a little bit extra fuel, unless he's been able to save. But
If
he's
he's going
yet
to
to
have to
pit quite
say
early
fair
on
play
for
to
that
him.
accident. But yeah, if he is able to keep it to the end, I mean, that'd be a
Phenomenal
heck of a
drive from
comeback.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely phenomenal drive if he's managed to keep that, and he does keep his fuel saving to get him to the end. I would have expected to see him pitted by now. We did say it would be around about that 15-minute mark before the end of the race, and he's gone over that. We've just got over 12 and a half minutes left to go of this race. He's doing really well.
Yeah, so that's a back marker car there, just letting them by, letting them race, not getting involved. Just yeah. I mean, Sam
Yeah.
Berry caught up massively to Wayne. I mean, he had that slowdown, didn't he, where he lost about second half, nearly 2 seconds. Now
Well,
he's
he went
back in that half a second gap.
He went from about 3.5 tenths, I think, like the furthest point for when he was chasing down Wayne Douglas, to about a second and a half, and he's managed to claw back nearly a second of that at the moment. That's a brilliant drive from Sam Berry, if you ask me, mate. And I think without that slowdown, he may have took Wayne. Now he's right on his back again. Is he going to try and go for that move before the end of the race with just over 11 minutes to go?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to. I mean, yeah, you're running out of time. It's nearly 2 minutes a lap, essentially, so there's not a lot of laps left.
I mean, over 2 minutes a lap, you're probably looking at 5, 6 laps possibly left of this race.
Yeah, when you put it in numbers that small, I mean, he's going to have to get the move done. And as we've seen, Wayne is very good at defending. So I think it all comes down to literally these two corners we're on right now. Wayne gets such a good run out of them every single time that it's just hard for Harry to be able to, hard for Sam to be able to get into that slipstream and get past. But he is very close this time. Let's see what happens.
Just tucking himself back in. I don't think that was the time for him again there.
No, so he did, I think, went a little bit too wide on that turn in, but yeah, half a second there, he's able to catch up.
Three tenths he lost there, Jimmy, on that possible attempted move. But I think he just took himself in a bit too quick, like you said. You saw him track out a little bit wider than Wayne did, which gave Wayne those couple of attempts, and Wayne will be definitely happy to hold on to that. Just hearing Jimmy again, Harry 7 has come off track. It's only a little one, I think, but we'll have a quick look, see if that's affected him. It doesn't seem to have on the leaderboard. What's he
So it
done
looks like
here?
the same corner as Jordan Butler did. I think that's taken a little bit too much speed into the corner, and it's just hard because, like I said, there's no runoff. It's just grass when you when you go a little bit too fast. But looks like he's kept it composed. Basically, he's just gone a little bit wide. Didn't lose any time there.
No, nothing too major, nothing too major. But he's actually gone into the pits though.
Well, yeah, it's like we said. He had
Oh
to,
yes, do
he had to go
apologise.
for fuel, didn't he? So
Yep, do apologise. Forgot about that one for a second. But Jimmy, just gonna have a look back at the leaderboard. Still got Adam Wilson. We're leading the way, nearly 8 seconds at the top of the board at the moment, followed by Wayne Douglas and the fighting Sam Berry behind him, who's trying to get that P2 off of Wayne. Will he get it done before the end of the race? We will check back and find out. That's your top three at the moment, followed by Peter Duke in P4, with Craig Borish in 5th, Tefera Winthrop into 6th, and Daniel Paul in 7th on track, P1 in the AMS class at the moment. Quinton Clumpert just behind him, with Ryan Clark chasing down Quinton to try and get that position back up, even though he's got P2 in class at the moment. He'll still want that P8 out on track, followed by Jordan Butler, James Vardigans, Harry 7, who we just saw coming out the pits a moment ago, followed by Raymond Van Sutphen in 13th, Christopher Haynes in 14th, Jan Whittaker in 15th, and James Moore rounding out the back of the pack in 16th. Obviously lost a few drivers in Matt Massey, Harry Hartley-Price, and Jared Love today.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on it at the start. Very technical track, very difficult. I mean, these drivers are going flat out for an hour long. It's going to be exhausting, especially when you're battling with someone. There's going to be a few mistakes that are going to be made, and then you just end up, like we said, you spread the pack out a little bit. So where we've seen like other tracks where the pack spreads out for a little bit, then after the pits they all gather back up together. I feel like this one's just a hard one for them to catch back up with. And Sam Barry losing a little bit of time behind Wayne Douglas, just into that 7 tenths, but he's still in the slipstream, so he should be able to catch back up. Really running out of laps here, so he's got to really put the pressure on now.
Well, we're into our last 10 minutes now, Jimmy, and like you said, if it's about 2 minutes a lap, he's got 4 to 5 laps to do this in. But I'm just hearing Harry 7's gone off track again. Maybe not another big one. Let's have a quick look at that one. Oh, there he is, off track.
Oh,
Very expensive lawnmower.
Well.
Does he keep it for the next corner? Yeah, I don't think he's going quick enough off of that grass to do anything there, but that's unfortunate for him. The same two laps in a row, the exact same corner seems to have done him.
I would guarantee that I'd say 99% of people that have raced at VIR have gone off on that same corner and then the corner after. So
there you go. I think Wayne Douglas just letting James Moore know that he's there and to move out of his way. He doesn't want to get caught up behind the back marker there.
Yeah, I think Wayne, of all people, is going to be really rushing to get past any back marker because the longer he's behind the back marker, the easier it is for Sam Berry to catch up. Well, Sam Berry has lost a little bit of time again. I didn't see him get a slow down. I don't know if you caught anything, but
I didn't see anything, Jimmy. I didn't see anything, but I was looking at what was the action that was happening on track at the moment. But
Yeah.
you got Ryan Clark at the minute, who we're on board with at the moment in that lovely green and black Spectre car there. He was giving Quentin Clumpert the little flash a second ago. Now, Jimmy, why would he be flashing Quinton at the moment? They're in different classes. Do you think he wants him to move out of the way so we can try and chase down Daniel Paul up ahead? But it's a fair bit of a gap.
I mean, yeah, he's not making like 30 seconds in in this amount of time. I think either Quinton did a bit of a dodgy move that he wasn't happy with, or he's just trying to throw him off a little bit. Get Quinton looking in his mirrors in the corners and the braking zones. Get him a little bit distracted, and then it just allows him to catch up a little bit. Maybe make a move eventually when he's if he makes a mistake anywhere. I think that's what most of the flashing is, really. It's just trying to distract someone. I mean, he's got a really good run out of here. Quinton going a bit slow. Can he get the slipstream going down here? But then again, it's hard to overtake at the end, so I think he's just going to have to see if he can get a bit closer behind over these next few corners, and then just get a good run down that main straight. So this coming up here, this is a corner that those guys have gone off recently. But because you do go carry so much speed, and you get so close to that bit of grass there. And then here, this is where Jan went off earlier, and you can see you carry so much speed, and it's just blind. So it's so easy to go off.
Looked like a slightly different line there from Quinton. I don't know if he went in a little bit too quick and had to put the brakes on a little bit harder there, but he looks like he tracked a little bit wide and did allow Ryan to gain some of that time back, because he had a really good exit in a couple of corners before there, and he pulled a little bit of time on him. But it's just allowed Ryan to get back in on him there, just under 4 tenths behind him at the moment. Is he going to get the move done?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's P2 in class, so he doesn't need to. He can keep it sensible, but you're in here to race, so might as well have a bit of fun. Put the pressure
But
on Quinton. I imagine Quinton is probably, although he's, it's been so far 55 minutes of non-stop battling and defending and fighting for him. He'll probably be enjoying it at the same time.
oh, absolutely. They're all here for a bit of fun and a nice race, isn't it? Like you said earlier at the start of the stream, it's no fun when you're just driving around on your own. As much as it might help you out on your timings out on track and getting those points in, everyone's still here to race somebody, aren't they? And
Yeah.
Sam Berry's one of those drivers. Whoever he's been behind, he's not allowed them to be on their own. Look how
He
close he
is
is there
so
behind
close.
Wayne Douglas.
Is he pushing him at the moment?
I think he's doing a bit of NASCAR bump drafting in there.
He is. He's doing a little bit of bump drafting. I mean, I think I think it's a bit late for that. I would have started doing that maybe 20 minutes ago. But
Well, the Daytona 500 was yesterday, Jim. Maybe he's a NASCAR fan and he was watching that and thought, bump draft.
yeah, I mean, yeah, if any of you guys in the chat as well watched the Daytona, I mean, cover your ears for the next 30 seconds. But yeah, that last lap was, I don't know if you saw it, but that was something crazy to watch. There was a huge crash across that line. But yeah, I won't say anymore. It was very entertaining, that was.
But we'll leave it there for the NASCAR, Jimmy. We are
Yeah.
into the last 4 minutes. We are into the last 4 minutes of this race. We'll stick on board with Sam Berry at the moment while he chases down Wayne Douglas. Still chasing him down, I should say, actually. But
Yeah, a couple laps left.
it's been a good 56 minutes of racing action so far tonight.
All right, I'm going to throw a question to you and to anyone in chat as well. Who is your driver of the day, do you reckon?
Oh, right.
Because there's a lot of people that have been really good for different reasons, and yeah, I want to see who you reckon.
Right, from a commentator's point of view, I'm going to give it to the man that we're looking at right now, Sam Berry, because he has just not left anybody alone. He's been racing absolutely everybody he's been with. He's been stuck behind. He's made lovely clean moves to get up to where he is at the moment.
And the pit strategy as well.
The pit strategy was absolutely brilliant. He took himself from third to second with that one. Yeah, dropped down a little bit now behind Wayne Douglas, but he's still chasing him down. And for me, Jimmy, as the commentator watching these races, I just love to see this because you don't know what's going to happen. It's pure excitement. So for me, Jimmy, it's going to have to be Sam Berry. But before we get into the last couple of minutes, what about you? Who has been your driver of the day?
It's so hard to tell because, I mean, Adam and Daniel both they've got into the lead and they've just run away with it. They've just had like great, just consistent lap after lap, great times, not having any mistakes, just doing really well. But then I was also thinking, Sam Barry's done really well to attack, but then Wayne has done so well to defend that
Yeah.
he's still got the position. He's still in P2.
No,
So
got to agree. I've got to agree. I've got to agree with you. But just for me, for Sam Berry, it's just been absolutely phenomenal.
yeah, if you go Sam Barry, I'll go Wayne. Just to. But yeah, it's been a good one. I think everyone's done pretty well this race. I mean, yeah, good overall. And yeah, again, if you're in chat, let us know who your driver of the day is.
But I tell you what, as well, Jimmy, one of the other ones that I'm looking at, Safera, he has gone from the back of the pack up to 6th. That's brilliant.
Yeah, he has had a phenomenal race there. I mean, he did start
Yes.
last, which I don't know if you can give someone driver of the day for starting last, but yeah, that effort to get from last to 6th is yeah, that's pretty impressive. I mean, you got to commend that.
It's very impressive, but like you just said, when you start at the back, that for me, I can't give you driver of the day. It's a brilliant drive. A lot of overtakes there. There were some instances that did help him out. But for me, I'm sticking with Sam Berry. I'm sticking
Yeah.
with the man that we've been looking at for the last couple of minutes, chasing down Wayne Douglas.
Yeah, I mean, we're coming up to now. We'll be on, yeah, 1 lap to go after this one. So, oh, it's all to play for. Who do you reckon's going to take it in the end? Because, I mean, yeah, these two are battling like nobody's business right now.
Well, look at Sam. He is trying. I think he knows how long he's got left here to get this done, and he knows there's not long left at all. He's left and right behind him, showing his nose here and there. But Wayne Douglas, he's defended brilliantly for what, at least the last 20 minutes on Sam here. All he's got to do is hold on for a few more seconds.
Sam was pushing him around most of that lap. They were bumper to bumper. I mean, I'm surprised Wayne didn't go for the defensive inside line there. But I mean, I think it's all going to come down to this last race. And Adam Wilson-Weir though, Mr. Consistent tonight. He's just
Got himself into first
you
and straight
can't
there.
fault the drive, can you? You just can't fault it.
Not at all. Look at it. He's nearly 10 seconds ahead of Wayne Douglas at the moment.
10 seconds ahead now.
There you go. He's had a brilliant drive tonight. Absolutely phenomenal drive. Left on his own for a lot of it, so the lad must be a little bit bored out there, but he's not going to be disappointed with that finish at all.
No, not at all. And it's hard to choose who to look at the moment because you want to do the last lap with Adam, but at the same time, we want to know what's going to happen with Sam and Wayne right now because they are the only two battling on track, and they are they are scrapping for position. Always showing his nose.
There you
going
go.
in.
Is he going to get it? Is Sam going to get it?
I think he's trying to throw it offline here just so he can get a better run coming out of there. Wayne takes the nice inside line, goes defensive.
Still holds it. Still holds that P2 at the moment. He is not letting Sam get past him, is he? But Jimmy, we're going to follow Adam as he comes over to finish his lap and he goes over the line. Unless something really, really silly happens now, we're looking at your race winner in a moment.
Oh, they are scrapping. We're going to have to show them quickly. Oh, a little tap together.
Has Sam got it done?
No, he hasn't because they're still side by side through this last section. Oh, now we're back to Adam. Okay, so Adam's going down.
As soon as Adam crosses the line, guys, well done to Adam. There's your P1.
Little wiggle, little flash, beautiful drive there from Adam. Should be living proud of himself for that one. And it looks like Wayne might just have it, although Sam's going to get that slipstream. He's going to get round the edge. Who's going to take P2? That is Wayne Douglas in P2, Sam Berry P3. What a fight. I mean,
that was a brilliant fight.
We had to briefly cover that, I mean, because we had to show the fight, but great job from Adam there.
There you
Phenomenal
go.
race from him. He deserves that P1 for that kind of drive. Same with Daniel Paul here. If he can keep on track these last couple of corners, he has had a stunningly good drive, both of them. They should both be very proud of themselves for this race.
He'll be extremely happy with that as he comes around P7 out on track, P1 in class. Flashing the lights, he knows he's got it. Comes over the line, P1
little
in class.
Flash, little wiggle.
There you go.
He's going to be, yeah, so happy with that. Ryan, I mean, Quinton Clumper, shout out to him. Go have a calm down. Go relax. Go put your feet up. Go, yeah, enjoy not having another car battling with you for this last hour.
There you go. KJ Penny calling it. That was sick last couple of corners from Sam and Wayne there. I have to agree with you, Mr. Penny. That was a brilliant fight to watch for the last few, well, probably about the last 10, 15 minutes, to be fair with you. Brilliant scrap at the end. I thought Sam was about to take it, but Wayne's defense held out just like it has done this entire way.
And then Harry 7, last car to cross the line here in P12th. Yeah, I mean, great race. A lot of action going on tonight. I mean, some of the battles were just beautiful.
Absolutely phenomenal race in there. That was. I really did enjoy those battles. But Jimmy, do you want to let the viewers know how it all finished then?
Yep, so starting from first to last. First overall and in pros, we have Adam Wilson Weir, followed by Wayne Douglas, Sam Berry, Peter Duke, Craig Corish, Farah Winter. P1 in AMS and 7th overall, we have Daniel Paul, followed by Quinton Clumpert, Ryan Clark, Jordan Butler, James Vardigans, Harry 7, Raymond Van Zutphen, Jan Whittaker, Christopher Haynes, James Moore, Matthew Massey, and Harry Hartley Price. Then followed by Jared Love in last, and then Sean Clark.
There you go. I think we did lose the last four of those drivers there, Jimmy, but that is absolutely phenomenal. And we're going to have a chat to a couple of these drivers in a moment, but that is some brilliant racing there, mate, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, the audience all saw it during that race. It is such a roller coaster, that track. Like that draft alone just makes the battling so good. I mean, it's so technical. I mean, it's exhausting for an hour for these drivers. I mean, they did very well. Imagine if there was rain. Imagine if there was
Oh,
rain. But
mate,
no,
absolutely, absolutely. Right. I'm gonna get some of these drivers in here, mate. Shall we pull in our race champion for tonight, Mr. Adam Wilson Weir? Shall we have a chat with him real quick?
yeah, let's have a cheeky little chat with him.
Adam, good evening. Congratulations on that race win, mate. Phenomenal drive from you there, mate. You didn't seem worried at all. How are you feeling, buddy?
Yeah, it was a good race. I mean, the track was very hot. It was like, I think it was like 52, 53 at one point. And after the first, well, it was hard to get the heat in the tires at the start. That's probably what happened to the guys at turn one. But I mean, after that, after the first pit stop, it was just tire saving because there's no way you could push in this. And then I noticed Wayne Douglas catching about 5 minutes into it, so I had to put the hammer down again. But then, yeah, I was able to bring it home okay.
Did you consider taking new tires at all, or did you just have faith in the ones you had at the moment?
Well, I know I had a gap, so I mean, it was about 6 seconds, 5 seconds. So I mean, if I have had a little moment out of an exit, I had time to recover it. But for an hour stint, you ideally don't want to take tires at all. It's just like endurance racing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your lap times, I imagine. Have you taken a look at them to see how consistent they were? Because yeah, you were just setting like, I mean, it must have felt like such an easy race for you, just having no one to battle, just getting to set lap after lap, just perfect times out there.
I hadn't even had a look yet, no, but I will. But I was actually worried coming in tonight because the Lamborghini is really not strong here. Like you're looking at the Mustang, you're looking at the Aston. They are the cars you want to be in.
Yeah, favoring front engined over the rear.
Yeah, it's just one of them things, like track car combo.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, you did very well. I mean, what a technical track. Did you you didn't really have any moments out there that would have scared you, really, did you?
But maybe turn one, but then I think I had into the little chicane bit. I think I had a moment just touching the grass. I think it was actually on lap one. The back end kicked out when Peter Duke was behind, and I was like, "Oh no, he's got me here." That's lucky enough, no.
Well, no, mate, you done really, really well tonight. And again, I just want to say congratulations out on that P1, mate. Very well done. Before we let you go, though, anyone you want to shout out, anyone you want to say thank you to?
Yeah, just the team, the practice we've been putting in, all the sponsors as well. Thank you for support, and for everyone else watching, and even you guys for doing a fantastic job. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, we'll let you go and call off now because that must have been a pretty long one for you, mate. But no, well done again, mate. And we'll catch you on the next one next week for our last race of the season.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys.
See you in a bit, my mate. See you in a bit. Now, Jimmy, shall we get our P1 in the AMs in? Shall we get a Mr. Daniel Paul in here with us?
Yeah, he's had a good race. Let's have a little chat with him.
Daniel. Well done, my mate. P1 out in class. Brilliant race tonight, mate. Hi, how are you?
Buzzing. Thank you very much, gentlemen. How are you?
Very well, thank you, my mate.
I mean, what a race! I mean, do you remember? I can't remember at the moment. Do you remember what position you started in the AMs?
In the AMs, I think it was second, maybe.
Okay, nice. Do you reckon was there a particular standout moment that got you into first?
Probably with Harry. Harry was quicker today, and I don't know what happened to him after I got past him, and he just seemed to drop off from there. And then I had to chase down Ryan, and then managed to get him just after the pits because he put tyres on, and I just kept them on, and managed to have some grip into the first corner.
Oh, you changed tires. Okay.
No, I didn't. I stayed with the red
Oh,
hot
you stayed.
tyres I had on.
Yeah. How did
Like
you
to
find
cool 'em
the
down.
grip? Yeah. How did you find the grip towards the end of the race?
Terrible. I had to cool them down. I had to go in the grass and cool them down. They were like 100 and odd, so that's cool.
Oh, blimey.
Took them onto the
Yeah.
grass just to cool them off a little bit. I like that.
I had points to play with this week. I didn't have last week. I had 1 point to play with for like 10 laps.
Yeah, I mean, you had a phenomenal race. I mean, you were pulling quite a nice gap towards the end there. I mean, I think you had about 4.5, nearly 5 seconds. So that was quite a good one. Definitely, tire management did actually quite well there.
Yeah, once I kind of realised I had it, I just kind of eased off. I didn't need to push it in case I like lost it with the lack of grip in any corner.
Yeah.
Oh no, there you go, mate. Well done again, mate, on a P1 out in class today. Brilliant drive again from you, my mate. Before
Yeah,
we
you should
let
be very
you
happy
go,
with that one.
before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out, anyone you want to thank before we let you go?
Same as every time I get to speak to you guys and everyone that organises the TRG and the group of lads that we've got. They're brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. Well, go
Thank
and
you.
have a call off, mate, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, take care, guys. See you later. Bye.
See you later, mate. Right, Jimmy, I'm going to bring in someone who entertained us very, very much for
the last part of that race.
Well, for most of that race, but definitely for that last part. I want to speak to Mr. Sam Berry. Can we get him in here? Sam Berry, how are you, mate? That must have been an intense one. You have given us some phenomenal viewing today with your fight in there, bud. How are you doing?
I'm good, boys. How are you?
Very well, thank you, my mate. Very, very well.
I'm glad that was entertaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. Watching you and Wayne towards the end of that was phenomenal racing there between the two of you. Just couldn't get past him though, could you? In the end,
No, that was quite enjoyable. I didn't think I had the pace to really keep up with him, so every time I got in his draft, I just did my best to be able to try and put him off. I think it worked a few times, but yeah, he was pretty solid. And then that last battle through the last few corners was good. It was hard. It was hard racing, but it was good racing. It was fun.
Yeah, you did not give each other a millimeter in that, but yeah, we saw you sort of sticking your nose out a little bit, showing him that you may be making it for an overtake. We saw the flashing to try and put him off. There was a lot of tactics going on there to try and get past, but no, that was really good racing there.
Yeah, it was good. I the first stint I just kind of tried to save that extra lap. Just because I knew with the Merc it's not very good on fuel, and yeah, I thought if I try and get the extra lap, I might get ahead, which I did for a moment or so. But then I made a bit of a mistake, and then I was like, I'll just let him go back through and then try and put him off. But yeah, I couldn't get it in the end.
it made for some fantastic viewing, mate. Really, really did enjoy watching that. Like, we obviously like to finish with we like to watch P1 go over the line, but it was so hard to pull away from you and Wayne at the end of there, mate.
Yeah, we were flashing back and forth between the two just because we didn't want to miss a bit of action either way.
Yeah, I think going into that last section, like the roller coaster section, I think going into that corner side by side, I think we hit doors going into the corner, then mid corner, then coming out of the corner. It was really fun. My heart was racing at that point, I think.
Absolutely, mate. You just didn't leave anybody alone that entire race. I want to say thank you for giving us some phenomenal viewing, mate. That was a brilliant last hour to watch.
That's all right. No, no worries.
Before we let you go, though, my mate, anyone you want to shout out, anyone you want to say thank you to?
Yeah, if I could just say thanks to the people who sponsor our Twitch stream and like our team, IMB Racewear and Simworks UK. We're doing the 12 hour of Bathurst special event this weekend, and they've allowed us to do a giveaway for one of their I flags, and IMB have allowed us to give us on the stream. So I just want to say thanks for that, and then to you guys for streaming it as well, or for the broadcast.
You're very
That'd be
welcome,
great,
mate. You're very welcome.
Yeah,
Now,
good luck with the Bathurst as well.
yeah,
That is
very, very good luck with that one, mate.
Thank you.
But,
I think we're
no,
gonna need it.
no, we'll let you go though, mate, because that must have been an intense hour for you there. So go cool off for a bit, mate, and we'll see you next week.
No worries, guys. Cheers for the chat.
No worries. Take care, my mate. Take care, my mate.
Cheers. Bye.
Right, Jimmy. Shall we let's get Ryan Clark in here, shall we? P2 today. Good evening, Mr. Ryan Clark. P2 on track today. How are you feeling, my mate?
Slightly annoyed it weren't a P1, but
I mean, we did say that during the race. It's like, yeah, when you're not P1, even if you do get a good result, it's still a little bit heartbreaking. But no, you did really well there. I mean, you guys were battling constantly at the end there.
Daniel just managed to get me on the pit exit turn 1, didn't he? Had better grip on his fresh tyres. Well, no, he didn't change tyres. Sorry.
So did you change tyres?
I did a tyre change, but I managed to get a quick stop, so I got out ahead of him. But because my tyres were cold and he didn't do a tyre change, he had better grip, and that's how he got ahead. And then obviously I got turn 3 or 4. I had a tank slap and spun. Managed to catch it, but that's where the gap to him built up, and then I was just stuck behind Quinton for the rest of the race.
Yeah, I mean, Quinton was under a lot of pressure that race. He was constantly fighting with people, so I think you.
Yeah, it was kind of frustrating because obviously we're not in the same race, and I was just like, let me pass so I can get to Daniel. But
yeah, I can imagine it'd be a bit frustrating, but at the same time, at least you get to enjoy a bit of a race, and you got P2, which is a great result as well.
Yeah, but it's not P1, is it?
Well, you've got one more week to do that, mate. One more week. But before we let you go and call off from that one, anyone you want to give a shout out to and say thank you before we let you go?
Thanks to you guys for the broadcast. Did a great job as usual. And shout out to my team.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thank
to
you.
the guys. So yeah.
No,
Cheers,
brilliant,
guys.
mate. Well, go call off, mate, and we'll catch you next week.
Hopefully, I'll be in this chat room again next week.
We shall see, mate. We shall see. But go call off for now, buddy, and we'll see you later.
Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy, mate. Right, Jimmy, one last one that we're going to speak to. Mr. Jordan Butler, Mr. Lightning McQueen, Mr. Kachow himself. P3 today in the hands. Jordan, Lightning, Kachow, how you doing, my mate? How you feeling?
Let's go. So happy with that. I've been in and around it all season with my own mistakes. Just missing out on a podium. I'm well happy with that.
Yeah, you should be happy. Very good result there.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How are you feeling over this race today, my mate? Was it a good one for you? Obviously, you sound really happy with it, but then you're telling me it's up and down.
Yeah, I got a 5-second penalty from the stewards, lap 1. I really don't know what happened. I don't know why I got a 5-second. I'm going to have a little look into that. And then I had damage for the first half until I pitted. So I was just struggling the whole first stint. And then once I got it repaired, I was away.
But then you got to think, damage and a penalty, and you still came out on the podium.
Yeah.
I think you got to commend yourself for a good drive going on there. I mean, what do you think of the track? Is it one you're particularly familiar with, or did you have to put a bit extra practice?
Really. Yeah, I kind of got like 10 minutes practice in before the session. So you know.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all, mate, for what happened and 10 minutes of practice out on track. You've done really, really well there, mate. But before we let you go, again, congratulations on that one. Anyone you want to shout out or give a thank you to before we do let you disappear for the evening?
Yeah, I'd like to give my best friend Liam, who normally watches the stream, a shout out. My missus and my 2 kids that always support me, especially with the Lightning McQueen. That's my my boy's inspiration for that. So, and you two with the amazing commentary.
Oh, thank you,
Sean. Thank you, mate. Well, you go take a call off, man, and we'll catch you next week for the last one.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, see you later, mate.
Right, so that is checkered flag here at VIR, the Virginia International Raceway, and that would be checkered flag from us at Trackside Broadcasting. So thank you to everyone for watching, and yeah, take it away, guys.
Well, Jimmy, thanks for that one. Guys, I just want to say thanks again to all the drivers that have been with us so far this season, all the viewers who are sitting there in YouTube watching us and listening to us waffle on week after week. Thanks again to you all. Thank you for the Tanzo Racing Group and the sponsors Fresh Rubber and Clark James Motorsport. Guys, please make sure to drop us a like and subscribe here at Trackside Broadcasting. Hit that bell icon as well so you'll never miss a race with us. We shall see you all again next week at the exact same time for the final race of the season. Who's going to take home the cash and the right to call themselves the GT3 champion this season? Join us in Italy at the world famous Monza. But for now, everybody, good night, and we'll catch you all on the next one.